Eva Klesse Quartett, but right now only Eva. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in our Stingray jazz booth during JazzaHead 2025.
Yay.
It's a pleasure to have you here. And we've got a few questions.
Of course.
So let's start talking.
Shoot.
Can I shoot the first one?
Absolutely,
It's an unofficial
absolutely.
question because it is the Eva Klesse Quartet, and in the booklet of JazzHead we see 7 people.
Yeah.
Help!
What's going on
You're
there?
like, well,
I
okay.
did notice the detail that it said featuring, so it should have been then the extra few, but
Right.
it's not a septet.
So yeah, there has been my quartet. We've been working together for 12 years now. And for this project called Stimmen, Voices, we have 3 special guests. That's Michael Schiefel and Zuza Jasinska, 2 vocalists, and Philipp Rumsch, who is doing electronics and sound design. So it's a very new and very special project for us. That's why we are 7 now.
Well, the more the better.
Yep.
So, looking at your showcase, what do you look forward the most for this one?
I'm really looking forward to playing with this project because we haven't a lot. The CD just came out like in November, I guess. So we only played 3 shows so far. So it's kind of a premiere feeling still. And yeah, we're very much looking forward to performing at this beautiful venue at the Schlachthof. And yeah, we hope to meet many people who are interested in the project so that we will be touring a little bit more afterwards.
Is this one very different? Because, I mean, this is a showcase festival. I don't know about the other 2 shows you mentioned. This is, of course, 30 minutes. You are 7 people.
Right.
How do you manage that?
Yeah, right. That's a good question, actually. Because the project is... it's a pretty fixed frame. It's 60 minutes of music without a break or without an announcement or anything. And now we had to put it into a 30-minute time frame. So it's kind of like we consider it to be like a teaser or a trailer for the whole program. And yeah, we hope that people will get an impression of what we want to do and say with the program.
Yeah. And in terms of... now you're here at JazzaHead, and we're facing JazzaHead 2026. What will be your top tip for artists applying to this showcase?
Oh my God. I mean, we have been playing here once before in 2017 with my quartet. But ever since we applied and now we're invited back again. So I would say just keep trying. That's the thing. And I mean, keep developing your projects, and one day it will happen. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So when entering the trade fair this year, what are the set goals for you or for the quartet or for the music? What do you hope to accomplish this year?
So first of all, I want to meet lots of people that I know to see them again and to meet new people, of course. And then, of course, we would be very happy for people to see our project, and we would be happy to meet some people who want to do a concert with us. So that would be great. And yeah, just have fun, hang with some colleagues. That would be great.
Nice.
I want to talk about your quartet. It exists since 2013, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a pretty long time. What keeps your quartet together and fresh after so many years? And how did Mark change things when he joined?
Very good question. So yeah, it's like with all kinds of long-term relationships. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of trust, but it's also a lot of work, of course. And I think keeping it fresh is with things like we're doing now, inviting guests, doing completely new stuff. For example, for this project, it's for the first time that we've been working with lyrics, with text. We've never done that before. Apparently before we were just an instrumental quartet, saxophone, bass, piano, drums. And so this time we really put lyrics to the music, and that really changed a lot in everything, in the way we were working and the way it's perceived. And so, yeah, how to keep it together, that's a good question. I mean, I love it. We are friends. apparently we spend lots of time together. We're not just colleagues, so that helps a lot. We are also spending a lot of time apart from the music. And yeah, Mark joined us, I guess, 3 years ago. And of course, it's always a new influence. He brings new music. We're all composing for the band. So there's a completely new, fresh approach to writing music, to playing music. And we're very happy to work with him.
So jazz is, of course, thriving with also improvisation. But, of course, in a big band or in a quartet or with 7 people, somebody must lead. My best guess is that would be you. How do you structure that, or how do you just let that free?
I mean, musically, we're a collective, of course. So everybody composes, as I already said. We all do all musical decisions together, of course. But yeah, there has to be like an organizational head, and that's me basically. So I'm doing most of the organizational work, and but over the years we managed to, so there are some tasks that the other band members do as well. That really helps me. But I think it always needs at least one person who is pushing the project, especially after a long time, like 12 years. So that's my job.
How does that translate when you are on stage playing music? Do you have the feeling it is very structured, or do you just see what happens?
On the stage, we're back in the space of everybody's equal. Everybody gives an equal contribution to the music, and my best version of myself on stage is the one that is not thinking at all. So there's no organization going on. That's just free flowing, playing, being in the music, being in the moment. That's my ideal version of playing music, actually, or state of mind.
And then what happens with your state of mind when the show is 30 minutes instead of an hour?
Oh, right.
Is it still free, or does the organization pop in?
There you go. So tonight I really have to focus, because there are some key points where I really have to remember to do this now and count it off there and do this. So but we will still try to, in the between those points, that we can flow a little bit. That would be great. Good. I really hope that.
Looking at how your music is perceived, right? The SWR jury, they praise your balance between grand gestures and small details. Is it harder to hold back or to go all out in your music? I guess you just answered this one, because you do enjoy that freedom aspect, that flow, that you do not have to think too much about it. But can you delve into details?
Yeah. So that's really difficult to describe, I feel. But for me, really, the best moments are, I once described it like we are, the 4 of us, or now the 7 of us, we are flying together. That's a little bit, you're not thinking, you don't even know who else is in the room. You are with the audience, of course, but you're not thinking about expectations or mistakes you're making, for example, but you're just like being, a thing that we're all thriving for, right? In every aspect of life, to really be in that moment. So that's what we're trying to do, even within the 30 minutes. Yeah.
So as a drummer, you have to, and of course as a band leader, you have to balance between melody and rhythm. What is your take on that during shows?
What I really enjoy in my band is that we can switch roles within the quartet all the time. So I don't have to be the drummer, which is great. Everybody is responsible for different aspects of the music, like all the time. So it's not me who has to keep the rhythm, and it's not Yevgeny, my saxophone player, who has to play the melody or whatever. So I really, really enjoy that, because otherwise it feels a little bit limited, I guess, if you have to stick to the role of a drummer. So that's one of the things I really love most about my band, that I'm really free to do whatever I want. I can paint. I can play time, but I don't have to. So that's cool.
And with Zuzia Jasinska and Michael Schiefer's voices, you've really turned, as you mentioned, lyrics into instruments. And when you add vocals, do the singers blend in with the instruments, or is it really the idea, okay, now it's time for you to stand out on your own?
I feel like, especially with these two singers, they treat their voice like an instrument, actually. So it's really, I mean, of course, they add this aspect of lyrics and text to the whole thing, which is a great addition. But they can also blend in with the band like an instrument. And that's a really great quality for singers, for me. And both of them can do that very, very well.
So help us with explaining this. On stage live sound design.
Yeah.
What made you bring electronics to the project, and what can we expect?
So, Philip, our sound designer, he has really a lot of roles. It's going to be a stressful 30 minutes for him tonight, especially for him because he has a great responsibility. So, one of his jobs is in this project, we collected voices from all over the world. And some of them will be sung or spoken by Michael and Susa, but some of them will be joined. He will play them so for us. So he will add them to the music. So that's one of his jobs. But also he records us live on stage and is doing how to say? Oh, my English. He's. I need the
This is
word.
where we added in a little clock.
Click, click, click. Yes, please. So he's working with the live recordings that he just did and adding it again to the, like manipulating the live sounds and adding it again to the music. So there's a whole different level, next level added to the music. And that's really, really interesting. Yeah.
I want to talk about your performance and touring from Europe to overseas. What musical ideas or rhythms did you pick up from your experiences with other cultures, and how did they end up on Stimmen?
Oh, that's a great question. So, I mean, we are very, very, very thankful to have toured in so many places. And we really, I mean, it's supposed to be we're going there, playing a concert for people, and then we're going back. But most of the time it was that we met musicians from there, and sometimes we played with them. And so we picked up a lot, actually, musically, and of course, just from the people that we met. And so for this project, we really thought we could dive deeper into some of the people and stories that we met on our trips. For example, we were in Egypt and I met some people there, and it was very interesting to learn for me more about this country. And I put some of these stories into the Stimmen project. So that was really, I mean, the project started in COVID times. Before we were traveling a lot. And then all of a sudden, as you all know, it all stopped. And we said, oh, this is a great time to pick up on and to dive deeper in some of the things that we experienced in these countries. So that's kind of how Stimmen came to life.
So talking about winning a Echo Jazz Prize, I must say that's a great compliment, of course. But did it ever make you feel pressured now that people have an expectation?
Of course. Actually, yes. That's a truth. When you win, I mean, for me at least, when you win something, you're like, okay, now I have to prove even more that I deserved it. It's probably not the... Yeah, I'm working on that mindset. But yeah, of course, it adds pressure too.
If you look back, what advice would you give to your younger self winning the prize? What will you say?
Relax, I would say. Relax,
Take it easy,
Eva.
come on.
Relax. That's what I'm still trying to tell myself. Relax.
It's an ongoing process.
Yeah, oh my God. Lifelong learning. Yeah, absolutely.
Eva, thank you very much for your time and for answering the questions so thoughtfully. Really appreciate it. We have one last one.
Yes.
It's a bit of an open question.
Mm-hmm.
When people listen to your music, what's the one thing you hope sticks with them in the long run? What's the message or maybe the feeling you want them to walk away with?
I mean, for me, it would be great if they feel touched by it, because that's what I'm also looking for when I listen to music. I don't really care about all the impressive, I'm going to show what I can do stuff. But for me, music is when I feel touched by it. So if people would feel that when I listen to our music, that would be a great honor for me.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, Eva, from the Eva Klesse Quartet. We hope you have a great time during Jazzahead 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Enjoy.
Thank you.